Hi Alex, I'm Dave Conrad. I'm the husband and father of the family that you just met in the previous two video clips. Wanted to just take a minute and give some follow-up commentary to the campaign that we have been running in our little community here to get the word out, the truth out about the shots. Many years ago, I used to work in the healthcare industry, and probably 20 plus years ago, I became convinced that vaccines were a fraud. That not only did they not work, but they're also damaging to a lot of people. And over the years, I have convinced many people about the truth of that. But at the same time, I realize that is difficult, and most people out there don't have the information and the tools immediately at hand to be able to convince their friends. As I've been following this level 6 pandemic and the prospects of having forced vaccinations upon the people, I've become increasingly concerned. And I think it was right after I saw the interview that you had with General Stubblebine and Dr. Rima Labo, I began to think of something that I could do to help in getting the truth out about vaccines. I think, Alex, that most of your listeners, or a good portion of them, know the truth about vaccines, but the trick is for them to convince their friends and their contacts about the truth. That's a difficult thing to do. And so I decided to see if I could design a simple tool that I could use and that they could use and everybody could use to quickly convince someone about the truth about vaccines. I prayed to God for help, and I was able to come up with a simple email that is extremely persuasive. Has the ability to persuade someone very quickly. I'm grateful that Rob Dew had that published on the website as an article. It's entitled, "They Want to Inject My Kids with What?" It was published on August the 18th. But what I really had in mind was for it to be available to all of your listeners to be able to use as a tool to convince all of their friends. Something that they can quickly email to all their contacts, that can quickly convince them, and then also something that they can in turn turn around and, with a click of a mouse, send to all their contacts. I believe that if we do that, we will in short order be able to put the entire vaccine industry out of business, because you have tens of millions of listeners, and if they all do that and their contacts do that, the truth will spread very quickly. Another part of what we've been doing here in our little town is I've sent out hundreds of emails with that article to influential people in the community, school superintendents, principals, teachers, and other influential leaders in the community, along with just regular folks. But anyway, I hope that you have the chance to take a look at that article. They want to inject my kid with what, so that you can see that it is a tool that can quickly and powerfully persuade someone to believe the truth about the shots. And here is what I had in mind to occur on the website that would allow that to be used as a tool. And discussed it with Rob a little bit, but I know you guys are extremely busy, and it doesn't appear to have been that anyone's had time to implement this yet. But my idea was to have like a little yellow banner, an eye-catching banner or something of that nature, right in between featured stories and the eFoods ad, that people can click on, and when they click on that, they would then see this, the instructions on how to use it. Help us spread the truth about vaccinations to all the world. Email this to all your contacts. Put the title of the article in the subject line, then copy-paste the link and send it to everybody and anybody. And then it shows they want to inject my kid with what, and then the link to that article. I believe that if with your help, Alex, all your millions of listeners being directed to this tool, that we can really make a difference in putting a stop once and for all to this mandatory vaccination situation. And I think that it would be helpful too in the next poster contest for the posters to have at the bottom search for "they want to inject my kid with what" at Infowars.com. That way people go to the Infowars website, but they're directed directly to something that's going to quickly convince them, and something that they can also use as a tool to convince all of their friends.